Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's my first video since about 2 years ago and a lot has happened since then. I've relocated, I've graduated, been through a pandemic, literally all sorts. But I thought the first video would be really good just for you guys to get to know me. So if you follow me on Instagram, I actually put in some questions there last week and I've got a few people asking me some questions. So just gonna go through them and yeah, sit down, relax, get a drink, let's get into the video.
What does NiaxRose mean?
This is a very interesting question. I actually like this question because a lot of people that don't know me personally actually think that's actually my name, but it's not. So back in the day, a couple of years ago, I had a nickname called Nai, but I chose to just switch it around and make it Nia. And then I love roses, so chuck in rose at the end and then put the X, join it together, you got NiaxRose. So no, my name isn't Rose. I'm not called Rose, my name's not Nia, my real name is Nicole. But yeah, that's like a short story of how I came about with the name.
How are you finding life in Australia?
Hell. Like I literally hate it, guys. Like I want to get a flight and come back home, but no, I'm joking. I actually did record a separate video to this with two of my friends from here. But in short, Australia's actually been interesting, a big difference. I've grown up in England and you know, like packing up all your stuff to move to the outside of the world is a very big transition. But with that, obviously I've learned more things about myself, I've met new people and about new cultures. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, I'm still alive, so yeah.
Do you miss the UK?
Jesus. I miss it so much. No, I'm joking. I have my days where I really miss the UK. Obviously I miss my friends, my life, my job, everything about it. And there's some days where I'm like, I'm actually doing so much better off here than I would have if I stayed in England. So in terms of like my job, I've got a really good job and like a really good pay for my age. And I know in England that's something I wouldn't have made for at least 10 years. Yeah, I'm enjoying it and I do miss home, of course, I do. But I don't miss the weather and I don't miss the tax and everything being so expensive.
Who do you love the most?
Someone, I know you're asking this question, but yeah, you. I love you the most.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, everyone knows this color. Favorite color is black, and I know some people are like, that's not a color. Black and white are colors because you wear black clothes, black dress, black shoes, black everything. I just love black. Black is my go-to color, even though I'm wearing a bright white shirt and red lipstick right now. I'm usually dressed in black.
Okay, this is a compliment. It's not really a question. It says, I just want you to know that you are beautiful and loved.
Aw, thank you very much.
Yes. When are you coming back?
Okay, this is a very popular question and the real answer is I don't know when I'm coming back. I mean, when I moved here, I wanted to come back literally like the same week because I was like, oh my god, like what have I done? I don't know anyone. I was applying for jobs. It took about 2 months for me to get a job. I just knew my mum and me in this house and obviously get a lot. But yeah, what was the question? What's the question?
When are you coming back?
Oh, I didn't come back. So yeah, and obviously with the pandemic that had happened, I should have come back in July for my sister's wedding, but obviously that got postponed. And obviously now we're back in a pandemic again. But hopefully, if not end of this year, I know definitely 2021, I'm coming back home.
Why did you move to a different country?
That's a personal question. Next. No, I'm joking. It's actually a long story, but just to keep it short, I finished university. My mum had moved here 2 years before that, so I was like, why don't you take a gap year, see how Australia is. If I love it, then I could obviously stay full time, and if I hate it, I could always go back. So that's like the simple version. So the long story is for another day. But it was a very emotional story. But yeah, that's the long story I'm gonna give you guys.
Who showed you about Nigerian jollof?
Definitely not the person that just asked the question. But You know who you are. You know who's showing me off.
What were your 2020 goals and have you achieved any?
Oh, that's an embarrassing question. Well, funny enough, actually. Wait, do I have to name all my goals? Because that's a bit private.
You could mention one. And
So one of my goals was to actually I had like a savings target. I've definitely doubled that, so I'm happy with that. I wanted to get an Audi. That was on my goal of this. Don't have an Audi. I actually put. Oh yeah, I launched my business, which I did. I launched that in April, but I've kind of taken a break. But I'm proud of the fact that I actually went ahead with it because that was meant to actually be done like next year, but I did it this year. I had a couple things on there that I actually did get, and then I lost again. So back to square one. But yeah.
what or who inspired you the most?
What inspires me the most? This is a very cliche answer, and I feel like everyone says this, but generally it's my mum. My mum inspires me the most. She's been through things that I feel like would have broken me if I was her, but she's done so well for herself, and she just kind of just goes to show that it doesn't really matter how old you are, because my mum's like late 40s now, but it's never too late to, you know, start again, or, you know, start a business or be a homeowner. And yeah, like I said, she's been through so much stuff that I feel like if that happened to me, like I probably would have given up a long time ago. It's definitely my mom, and also I think people around me. Like, I think it's very important to have people around you that are like-minded or that motivate you. So if you're around me, then there's something about you that I love and that I inspire to be apart from certain people. I'm joking, but yeah, people are, so my girls, people around me, my loved ones, but mainly top of the list with my mum.
Can you rate your time in Melbourne out of 10? Please let it be 8 at least. Please, we're going out.
Okay. So when I moved in October, it was like summertime in December. I had the best summer. December to like January, 10 out of 10. Like, I'll even put snaps. And I put snaps, people were like, oh my god, are you in South Africa, are you in Zim? And I was like, no, I'm in Melbourne. So that's a 10, and then after, there's been like peaks. Sometimes it's a 10 out of 10, sometimes it's 1 out of 10, sometimes it's 3 out of 10. So I think my average score of my time in Australia will probably be 7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
This is a personal question. Are you single? Complicatedly single.
That's the answer. Am I single? I mean, it depends who's asking. No, I'm joking. Next question.
Next question. See ya.
Looks or personality? I'm sure we're still on the same page of like your ideal guy.
Looks or personality? I think it's both. Before I get to know one's personality, obviously, I look at the outside. So I have to be somehow attracted to you. Not that to say I'm shallow, but obviously. But in saying that as well, there is some very like. And once I got to know them, their personality, you know, is really good. But if I had to pick one, I think personality. Like, I love to laugh. So if you can make me laugh, if you're funny, if you're good vibes, like 10 out of 10 for me.
What's your type of man? I guess you've already answered.
I'm not answering this question because I've noticed guys like to ask you this question. They're like, oh, what's your type? You list your type. They'll be that type until they get tired, and then it's just pointless. So I'm not gonna answer that. But if you do really want to know, then you can message me and I will let you know personally, one-to-one.
Are you an influencer?
No. I'm just a girl from Zim and England and Australia.
Ideal first date?
Ooh.
Dubai.
I'm done. I think my ideal first date, like I have a thing for views. So like, I love a good view. So if it's a rooftop, or we're going sky gardens, or we're going on a helicopter, anything like that, I love, because it's just, the view's amazing. But also saying that it doesn't have to be extravagant. Like, I think the thought is what counts. So if I can see you've literally like thought about everything to a T and put all that effort, like, I'd love it. Anything.
How tall are you?
I'm actually not very tall. People think I'm tall, but I think I've got really long legs. Like, my legs literally like end here. But I think I'm 5'6" or 5'7" or 5'6.5". Is that a thing? 5.6.5. I don't know. Somewhere in between 5'6" and 5'7". That's where you find me.
I don't know what this question says, but it says pros of Australia.
Yeah, slightly good things of Australia. I apologize for the person behind the camera because she's a nurse. You should know what pros means.
I mean professional?
I'll probably narrow it down like pros and cons, babe.
I just got it. It just clicked.
I can that. So yeah, I'll probably narrow it down to 3 pros. So pros would be, when people hear Australia, they think weather, but it's actually not, especially in Melbourne, the weather's very up and down, kind of like England, so I wouldn't actually really put that there. But pros would be the lifestyle. It's very laid back. Obviously you just have a beautiful country. Second pro would be, I love the food. The food here is like so organic. You can actually taste the difference with like UK food and Australian food. And the third pro would be the income. The pay is really good here. Like jobs, job opportunity, career progression, all that stuff is like really good. Especially obviously if you're like a citizen or permanent resident or you're from here, like it's amazing.
What is your channel going to be about?
So when I first started my channel back in 2016, it was like a vlog channel, so mainly like every time I go out, travel vlogs or just vlogs in England and stuff. But I think now I kind of want to branch into doing more sit down videos, so I plan to do some with different people in Australia, so you guys get to see a bit of, you know, there is black people in Australia, guys. I was one of y'all thinking it's just white people. But sit downs, maybe some challenges, obviously fashion in there, travel vlogs, and just a bit of everything really. I don't really want to like limit myself and say it's going to be beauty, and then obviously if I post something that's not beauty, it's like, what are you doing? So yeah, just a bit of everything.
What is your #1 fear in terms of a relationship?
Oh, I wonder who asked me this question. What's my #1 fear? I have a lot of fears of relationships, I'm not gonna lie. But I think the main fear, like literally I feel sick thinking about this fear. I think it's just the fact that the person you're with can just switch up like any given moment. You have no warning, no nothing. But just wake up one day, can be like, actually, do you know what? I don't love you anymore, or actually I don't want to be with you anymore. Or they might just do a whole 360 and become someone you don't even know. So I think that's like my #1 fear, and obviously things like cheating and all that kind of stuff comes after. But my main #1 would be, yeah, switching up.
I don't know if I should ask this question. Are you currently dating?
Well, to answer that question, you can shoot your shot and find out if I'm dating or not. But yeah.
What's your dream vacation?
I used to say Fiji, but I actually went last year and I loved it. And I went with my mum. Sounds a bit like, but we had so much fun, and I feel like when I get to pick where we go, my mum gets to experience things that she wouldn't have gone for if she had chosen herself. So I would have said Fiji, but now it's probably Barbados. Like, I love Rihanna and she's from Barbados, and the culture, the carnivals, the dancing, the bodies, the food, the water, everything looks really good. So yeah, Barbados at the moment.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
In the last week or my whole life?
Let me say just in Australia.
In Australia. I can't share this one.
Why not?
I actually can't share this one.
What is it about?
You know,
Tell me again about it.
You know, from Thingy's house.
Nah.
I can't answer this question on a whole YouTube. I can't.
Okay.
Basically, what's one embarrassing story? The story or moment?
Moment.
Oh, I've got a good one. I know my friend Cooper will remember this story, but it's basically a church wedding, like probably like 10 years ago. And basically, you know, like when you like fix yourself, like in front of like a car, like looking at your reflection. So I was like bare fixing my dress, you know, probably moving everything, pulling things down, pulling things up. After all of that, the guy in the car actually like put his window down, and I was just like, you just saw everything. That was quite embarrassing at the time. But I do also have juicy embarrassing stories which I can't share. I'm sorry. Long time. Are you guys holding hands?
No, I was pinching him.
Can y'all not do it?
I was pinching him.
You guys were definitely holding hands.
Ew, I wasn't.
So a long-term goal of mine is to be happy. I just want to be happy. Genuinely happy as well. And obviously as well, like I love to be a wife, have kids, and also just leave a legacy. I think is like one of my goals. Just when my time comes, I want to feel like I've left something on earth that people remember me by, like, oh yeah, Nicole did this, or NiaxRose did that, or whatever. So yeah, that's my goal.
Are you religious?
Yes, I love God.
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you?
I try to make a conscious effort every single day to also get closer to God, because guys, without God, you'll be nothing in life. So yeah, I do take that very seriously.
What do you hate the most? About boys?
I don't know that gender, so I can't answer that question. Next!
How old are you?
It's my Jordan year, so I am 23 years old. It's a very weird age, I must say, but yeah, 23.
What's your profession at the moment?
Are y'all the police? Are y'all CIA? Are y'all debt collectors? So I graduated in medical physiology. It's a Bachelor of Science. Currently I'm not working in that field, but the goal is to actually go back into my master's and then progress in the medical field. Hopefully next year, hoping the world goes back to normal.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, so I come from a tribe of girls. I have...
Not one, not two, but 1,000.
4 sisters. I'm the 5th sister and a brother. So there's 6 of us from my dad. Yeah, I actually had to count that. Yeah, 6. And no, I don't want 6 kids. I just want 2 when I become a parent.
What's your go-to strategy when you're feeling down?
It's a really good question. What's my go-to strategy when I'm feeling down? I think it depends on the situation, because I feel down about a lot of different things. But usually what I do is I like talking about things, so I'll probably send a voice note. My sisters knows in our group chat, like I'll send like a whole like 14-minute voice note, just literally just me expressing how I feel. I think after that I actually get over it, and also the time difference. By the time they come and reply to me and give me advice, I'm already over the situation. So I think talking about it and just expressing myself, if that means crying, if it means you've got a journal, you write that down. And also praying as well, like just pray to God to just, you know, give you hope, give you faith. I mean, he's always there, so yeah. And I think as well, just be, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Logical, that's the word. Be logical about the situation. But yeah, I think that's my strategy.
Girl, you're never logical.
Yeah, I am. Am I not?
If you had one wish, what would it be?
If I had one wish, you trust me, I try. If I had one wish, actually, this is actually a crazy wish, but really, if I was granted the opportunity to have this one wish come true, I would honestly, what? It's not about Tion Wayne. It's not about Tion Wayne, guys. Okay. Tion Wayne obsession is now parked to the side. If I had one wish, I'd actually ask God to come down and just have 5 minutes with him. Like, just ask him some questions of just my life, or just a one-to-one. Even if it's even 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all I want. I feel like that would be more than enough.
Which animal represents you as a person?
I never used to have one, but as of 2020 and my life in Australia, I'm not gonna pick a kangaroo. For you guys, I'm gonna say that. But I think an animal, something an animal. It's more like, okay, let me not embarrass myself. I would pick a butterfly, and the reason I choose a butterfly is because the way it evolves. It comes from being a caterpillar, goes through the whole rough process, whatever, and then gets its wings and, you know, blossoms in life. And I feel like that's kind of how I would describe the chapter I am in my life as well. It's just all about blossoming, getting my wings, you know, flying high, all that jazz.
If you were to have a pet, what would it be?
I don't want to have pets. But when I was younger, we actually used to have 2 dogs. I feel like everyone back home has dogs, like for the house and stuff. But if I was to have a pet right now, probably just a fish, like a little fish tank. Call it Bubbles. Something simple. Don't need to take it out for a walk, just give it food.
Ooh, lazy.
I'm very lazy, yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm very lazy. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. That's all the questions for today. If you guys do want to find out more about me, you can drop me a message. If you want any tips or advice on my process of coming to Australia, getting here, getting jobs, that kind of stuff, I'm more than welcome to answer any questions that you might have. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And my first video after this is going to be a really exciting one, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. Yeah, bye.